but maybe give them a little intro of who Frankie Diamonds is and what you got going on in the future and where they can find you, all that good stuff about Frankie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I live in New Jersey, so I grew up around a lot of gangster type stuff.
Hmm.
Uh, I remember being on a school bus going to school one day, and they were pulling a guy out of a trunk. It wasn't necessarily that kind of neighborhood, but they dumped him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was a famous guy. He was the pre John Gotti. He was John Gotti before John Gotti was who he was. His name was Sal Testa. I'll never forget it because everybody knew him. But I grew up around that stuff. I grew up around the princesses and the princes of mafias and things like that. So I've always liked that kind of lure. Um, I was for years. I did divisional management in the construction industry. I almost sound like John Gotti. I'm a plumbing salesman, you see, but I
Exactly.
grew up around construction and
Yeah.
rough, you know what I mean? And I worked my way up there. I grinded it. I didn't come out with this big shiny degree. I was fortunate enough to grow up in a family business. So I mean, at 9, I knew what branding was and things like that, and how to manage people and dispatch people and do ops and things like that. So I come from a background of that, and then I went out. I didn't want to do it with the family anymore because I wanted to do my own. So I went out in the world, worked for one of the largest contractors in my industry, at least on the East Coast, if not number 3 in the world. I was in the corporate offices and all that jazz. I've seen it all. I've done a lot of recruitment professionally, which translated well over into gaming. I used to recruit very heavily in gaming and find people and put them in the right spots. Just translated it over to fun times. And so I've done a little bit of that, a little bit of this, and I've done a little bit of. I haven't done as much as Ardo, but I've done a little bit of a lot.
Yeah, no,
But
man, you bring a lot to the table, and I think that's, you're just a stand-up guy. From what I know, we've known each other for a few months now. Like, yo, Frank, you're my dude. You know what I mean? Like, and I just love everything you bring to the table. This is why I was so excited for the past couple of weeks to get you on and sit down and just bullshit because like this went exactly where I thought it would go because people like this is the one I feel like people are gonna listen to because everybody loves Frankie, everybody loves your voice, everybody loves what you have to say, not just voice, right? So nothing but respect for you, man. You're an
oh man,
OG.
I try to come out real. Sure, I put it on a little thick sometimes when I'm doing the Frankie Diamonds, but you know what I mean. You got to play the role a little bit,
It's
but
you,
you know
man.
what I mean?
It's you.
It's who I am. Like I said, for years I've tried to beat this accent out of me, and now I'm bringing it back.
Yeah, why
But
not? You know what I mean? Why
I,
change who you are? I say,
right, you gotta stay true to yourself, and that's the
exactly.
always staying true to yourself, no matter what you're doing. But
Facts, man.
got a YouTube channel I got out. That's it's Frankie Diamonds, and on Twitter I'm at Kryptonelli Frankie Diamonds.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't drop much alpha, but I try to. I'm going to be dropping some alpha on NFTs when I can. I'm doing a guild breakdown, so I do each guild. I'm a little bit behind on that. I gotta catch up. One of our guys, the dean, he's been doing my editing lately, so he's cleaning me up a little bit instead of me taking as long as it would take with me not doing them.
Hmm.
And I overdo it and underdo it at the same time. So he's been doing the editing for me and does a fantastic job. He likes editing, and that's his thing, so that helps. We got a lot of talent in our family, man. You just got to find it and use it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I think that's what makes up a good team is like, everybody being like, okay, here's my skill set, here's what I'm not good at. Hey, no worries, I got you. I'm good on that, but I'm not so good at what you're skilled at. So cool.
Right.
Well, you know what I mean? We'll mesh well, yin yang. And I think that's what makes a best team is being able to everybody's able to go, okay, this is my skill set, this isn't my skill set, and you just fill the slots of each skill set and you're good to go. And
That's it.
yeah, and those people that are good at something are able to teach you a little bit better at what you're not good at, but then you're able to teach them a little bit of what they may not be good at. You know what I mean? But you let those who are strong in their skills do their thing. You know what I mean? And everybody learns and watches at the same time. So yeah,
Like that old saying, it takes a village, man, and that's the
it
truth.
does.
It really does. It really does.